Hello everybody, Visitor here with episode 12 of BeamNG Drive, career mode with the RLS career overhaul mod, as well as several others listed down in the description. Today's episode we're going to kind of carry on with this car for a brief moment before we change things up. So we hadn't taken this around the track at all. I got a little carried away. So we might as well go ahead and see what it can do. Again, 343 horsepower is what it's saying it's got. So we'll say 350 about right. And we'll go ahead and kind of see what we can get. I'm trying to decide. I think I will go ahead. Make sure, yep, we're in first. Good. And then we'll go ahead and we'll see what time we get. We'll do 2 laps and then we got some other stuff here. Tire's a little bit cold, so not quite as good at cornering as I was thinking. Got a little bit of a leg spiky thingy there. Something was trying to load. Still no ABS. Thought I had ABS on it, but I guess not. Some brake fade already, so definitely got to look into fixing that too, it looks like. Rear tires are pretty cold too, so we need some more cooling to the front. Let's make it a little bit hard to control here. To figure out how much there. 7,000 credits. Still waiting for those rear tires to warm up. Meanwhile, our fronts are starting to get a little on the warm side. Not quite hot, but getting there. Late on the braking there. You could have tried braking harder, but I knew I was right on the edge of that, and I'm just going to lock up the tires there, so. Looks like temperature we're doing good on though. tires are starting to cook up. They're pretty good. And that got us 2,900 credits for a minute 53 there, so not too bad. I think, yeah, we'll head to the commercial garage and kind of take the other shortcut here. There we go, losing that rear end a little bit. Okay, things are kind of being a little laggy goofy here, but getting there. Not sure exactly what's up with that, but it's okay. Let's see first. I should have the semi-race pads and racing discs, yes. So my only other thought would be with tuning, front cooling ducts, let's go ahead and take it up to like 30% maybe. I think that'd be a little bit better. I know we're a little high on that, so we're going to take that to 9750. That should be okay there. We don't have an adjustable front rear differentials or anything, so it's going to kind of stay that way. So this is mostly front-wheel drive biased. I can just tell by by driving it, I can feel that. So that's okay though. Go ahead and oh, camera weirdness there, and game being a little foofy is as it does. Let's see what else though, because I had some ideas for going ahead and doing some mission stuff, but let's first see what I have for my vehicles, right? So we've got a Pessima, we've got the Monica LD, the Buckle 9 for our police vehicle there. We got the Scintilla, the 900, the K series, got some trailers, the T series, the BX. We have this Corvette here, the Miramar, the Saga, we got Gunter, the MD, we got the other utility trailer, we got the Vertex, so there's still a few cars to get. There really is. Let's see. So yeah, some of these have sold. So like a Lansdale, we definitely could use one of those. And I was thinking about buying a vehicle to be able to use for this, but really the only thing would be a regular D series, and we could take a tractor. That could work. It wouldn't be great, but it would work. So yeah, it looks like these are all MD series. Yeah, MD series all the way down. Okay. Let's see, here we got, of course, all racing style vehicles, but trying to see if there's something else that kind of piques the interest. Gavril truck, I guess we'll go with that, because that might give us an option here. So we have the Kodiak Powerhouse, 707 horsepower, brand new, 61,000 credits. Do this, we'll take a taxi, it'll be a little expensive, but then we'll be able to take a look at the truck and everything. Okay. Well, that's just the brakes. Okay. Kind of interesting, because I was noticing a lot of reflection there. Like, really interesting. But yeah, this is a Kodiak, so it's kind of more of an off-road orientated type of truck, but what I'm curious about is we should be able to get a tow hitch on here. Maybe beef up that rear end a little bit. So it sounds pretty standard. We do get a little bit newer of a buckle dash in here. So a little bit different. Kind of interesting because you get the bastion, buckle bastion, but in the Gavril. But that's okay. And we got fake dome lights. Of course, they don't work. What I'm curious about is what do we have going on here? I did release it though. Apparently that doesn't work. No, apparently not. That's okay. We'll go ahead and buy this though. Anyway, we need a D series added to the fleet. And it'd be kind of fun to see what we got here. We'll take it back on over to their nearest house, but so open differentials already. That's kind of, I mean, they're lockers, so they're going to be a bit like that. Yeah, basically seems like somebody's fitted a bastion motor into here. It is very nice looking in the interior. I'm gonna say big old truck's coming up, you gotta move. I'm not speeding, you're speeding. Oh, no. I mean, the suspension seems to be doing very well here. Not like we're really going too far into the off-roading of things, but kind of hoping they don't. Oh, we got one flying right towards me here. Managed to get away, good. Let's see what we can kind of do besides just throwing a tow hitch onto this, though, too. So we definitely will need one of those. Change the color of the daytime running lights. White or alternate is it, though. I mean, yeah, we could put in the roll bar that's supposed to go with it. It's kind of, it's too tall though. I'm gonna fly over here, I'll be honest, it's bothering the heck out of me. Just one. It's only just one. Always only just one. But anyway, we are looking for the tow hitch. We have a gooseneck hitch that shows up there. Oh, that's Betty's accessory, that's why. There we go, ball hitch. That's what we need. Yeah, it's on the bumper, it's not a drop, so that should be okay. Let's see what we can get rear suspension wise. We have a 3-link live axle, so that shouldn't be too bad. Should be okay. Yeah, off-road rear. Kind of concerned though, because I would think I would want something a little bit heavier for the rear, but I'm not really able to get that kind of in the both way. Let's see, yeah, locking. We could do a locking limited slip right here. I think that's what I would do in the rear as well. So it still locks, but it stays limited, which is just a little bit better in two-wheel drive mode. You know, harder to spin one wheel out. And we don't need that. Yeah, we got the 6.5 V8 in here. Could put in a racing engine and all the different kind of stuff, but I think we're doing pretty good with this so far. Stock intake, though. Let's give it a little bit more juice. Just a little bit more. Though it does get louder. I don't understand why it does that when you put a supercharger for an idle. I could see it on the rest of it there, kind of a deal, but not at idle. And I think that's really about what I can do besides going into tuning and see if there's something that I may be able to do with the rear suspension and that. Yeah, here we are. Be a little bit goofy, but we're gonna go ahead and pump this up a little bit. Just a little bit like that. So it is gonna have a little bit of a weirdness that way, but I think we'll be okay. And then the other thing, I don't think we have anything that'll quite work because the flatbed trailers, yeah, they can't, for one, the T-Series anyway, pretty much that exclusively. Maybe an MD. Let's see what we can find for a trailer. So yeah, there's a 23... a 22 foot, a 40 foot bumper pull here. Tri-axle as well. Let's go ahead and get that. It's going to take a few moments for it to get here, so I'm going to go ahead and have a sip of water, and I'll come right back as soon as that is ready. All right, here we are. Trailer, of course, decides that's where it's going to spawn. So we're going to have to try and sneak out probably to the left here a little bit. And then just putting that on, we're already back to being level, and I haven't even loaded anything to it yet. But if you can't tell, what we are going to go and do, go do some vehicle missions. Some of the, oh, I don't remember what they were called again. I forgot a little bit there, to be honest. Yeah, we got traction issues, even with that limited slip. I'm glad I put that in there. That'll help, but we're going to have to be four-wheel drive. But yeah, the car jockey missions, that is the word I was looking for. So we're going to actually take a right here. As soon as we can get going. I don't know why we're just sitting here. This truck isn't really good for towing, that is for sure, but we got it, so we're gonna use it. It's got the power with the supercharger now, though, that is for sure. No blinker, okay. The sound of it, though, is pretty good. I will admit, for having the Bastion motor, I think it works out pretty good. Trying to turn around the trailer here. Oh. Yep. I figured once we stopped churning so well. Go ahead and pull it on up to about here. And then we'll let the truck kind of idle so we're ready to go. See what we can get as well. But we got to first go over to the passenger side here. There we go. And then, yeah, as long as you hold the click, which I use the mouse to do that, of course, you can pretty much go anywhere. And as long as you're holding it, you'll be all right. And then I'm gonna right click to move my camera, and that should be about good. So car jockey, do we have anything? Of course we don't have anything available. I forgot, we don't even have leveling for that. Oh, I'm so silly. All right, let's see. Put that back up. I even hopped in the truck and it's still working. There we go. So I think what I'll do is I'll come back when I find something suitable for us to be able to load up and everything here, just so we don't have to spend time watching me drive around in circles. Alright guys, headed on over here to the Quarry-Side Audio Sales, and of course we get two of the same ones, both going to different locations. They are turbocharged. Ooh. There we go. We got one on. So we got one's going to one location, one's going to the other. Let's see. Central suburbs, and I think the other was like western suburbs or something. I definitely have to take a look here. Might have to put up the trailer more here. No, we got it. Kind of sounds cute, to be honest, that little turbocharger does. So there we go. And, yeah. Like I was saying, I think our truck is not really rated for this kind of activity. Yeah, this will be a little bit of fun, but what we can do is we can see we got one that's gonna go here. There we go. And hopefully once we get that one off, keep hitting E, because I've been playing another game lately and that's typically the use key in that game, so let's see how much of a struggle this ends up being, and if I need to put this truck up and get a different one, or maybe I'll have two D series, you know, maybe. I mean, so far, at least it's moving it. And yeah, our marker went away again. A little bit of an annoyance there, to be honest. Seems like we're doing it, we just don't have good steering. The trailer has brakes, so we don't have to worry too badly about that. You can see our tires are actually warming up too, just from being worked so hard now. Now we're going to get stuck with traffic for a moment. I mean, the truck looks very nice. We got that whole sunroof, glass roof type of a thing, which is pretty cool. kind of why it's like, yeah, it might actually do good off-roading. I'm not sure. I haven't played around with it in free roam or anything, so we shall see. Ooh, dude. Got lucky there. Daily driver's down to 0.75, so that's good as I start going over the lane there. Just gonna squeeze on through here. This will be our best way on in, definitely. It's hard to even place my vehicle in the right part of the lane here because, yeah, I really got that rear end squatted. Trying to keep her from wiggling around everywhere is difficult. Surprisingly though, it does have some steering left, but there we go. That rear end kind of started to wiggle around a little bit right there. Even though we get a dink, it didn't show up, so it seems like that's still a thing. Yeah, trailer's coming at you. Good move to keep moving forward. Silly Vertex drivers. And I don't know which one it is gonna be to actually take it off. Did it break? I mean, not really. Kind of, but not really. Doesn't look like it has. Let's try getting this turned around here first. Gonna have to wait for traffic here, though. Hope one day this kind of gets fixed so that way it just figures out what it is. So we're gonna try to jump into one of these vans here to see. Let's refresh. Hit F5 here real quick to reload the UI. It's not that one. Maybe not, at least. That's the trailer. Yeah, this one is the one for the central suburbs, okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're okay. A little bit of damage, but... kind of a weird thumpy that goes with that, I notice. Interesting. And then we'll go take our truck up and out of the way a little ways here. See if that fixes it that way. It's pretty awesome to be able to do multiples, but when you can't drop off multiples, it kind of, yeah, just to be a little bit annoying. I know it might be just a limitation of the game itself, but I think this is the 3rd season now with this opportunity. If not, maybe it is all seasons that we've done here. I kind of had to deal with this much. Yeah, there we go. Kind of. Yep. Oh, yep. Okay. Just took a little bit. Okay. Took a moment, but we got it. Good. Now our other van, we should be able to take to its location that it needs to go to, and then just drop off right from a truck. Shouldn't have an issue figuring out which vehicle it is or anything. I mean, I'm kind of thinking about a way that it, like, generally speaking, could kind of work for the code-wise, but I don't know very well. Like I said, I have some very basic knowledge of coding and such, so nothing that I could say would actually work. But I was thinking, like, man, if there's a way that the drop-off point itself looks for a specific name, and that name is set per vehicle, and then when you're in the scene tree, each vehicle could have its name, and you could use that to identify which vehicle it needs to be. That might work, but then I don't know about the rest of the back end for delivery system and what codes all in play in there and everything, so yeah. Let's actually go up a couple blocks. Yeah, looks like we can. Boy. And then he thought he was going to get away, but he didn't get away. And this guy ahead of me here, make it a little bit of a pain, but I think I can squeeze. There we go. It's full power there. I don't know why we're waiting so long. Even 5 full seconds is okay, but more than that is just ridiculous in my opinion. 2, 3. Okay, he did it right. He waited 3 seconds. And now this cop car is sitting there waiting forever. Honestly, I think I passed the kind of area too. Yeah, it's back around. I'm getting distracted by the traffic and my own trailer pushing me around everywhere because this truck is not meant to do this. You're gonna go after me for the traffic collision. Too bad. Oh, I know exactly what's gonna happen. Yep. Ran right underneath of it. And it's not showing up here for some reason. Do I actually have to be in the van now? Because I remember in the past I was able to just drop them from the trailer and it wasn't such a big issue. It seems like it's stuck. Yeah, the brakes are stuck on. Because of the whole police chasey thingy. It left my brakes stuck on. In the van though, only. And yeah. That's weird. Takes a little bit. Why it took a while for that, I am not so sure, but it did. I think it's because it's doing a save as well right away in there. So there we go. So we did a couple of these, but honestly, I think we're gonna go and get them hitting that E key. Now that we're here, let's go take this back to commercial garage. Oh, it actually put our truck here. Okay. And let's go take this on over to some of the off-road free roam event stuff that we have. Yeah, now without a trailer. Holy cow, this thing is starting to move. Sport, road sport. And then we'll just leave it off. We got a lot of traffic here. Definitely not a road racing vehicle though, despite having a road sport mode. Not in it, but very like bouncy left and right. Yeah, it doesn't want to straighten out, it just wants to keep fighting back and forth. It's got some power though. Now that we put that supercharger in there, we're moving. Just cut off the police act there. I was worried I was just going to tag them, but we got lucky there, I suppose. Isn't doing too bad for cornering considering, but wild now. That car nearly hit us. It was partially my fault, but I would have thought the AI would have seen me there coming up. Okay, now what we do, rear differential can be locked. Leave our front open though. We should be okay with that. We'll see what we can actually do here with this one. If we could even make it, you know. Okay, front differential does need to be locked. That makes a difference, all right. There we go, 365 credits. Took us a full minute. Just about rolled it there too. Yeah, this thing needs probably a good bit of stuff. And now we're pulling a little bit to the left. Might need repairs. We'll see if we get away with it. Now, if I'm really gentle, I can move the car here. Perfect. Might have scratched the paint, but it doesn't actually happen, so I think we are okay. Yeah, it got damaged. Oh, man. It's okay, we got an accident. For goodness, we have a voucher we can use. Alright, good, good. And then wherever it went to, let's go ahead and at least put in storage any of these vehicles that are out right now. Miramar is too, I know that. T-Series apparently is. Okay. Let's go ahead and it says retrieve off-site. Whoa. Camera's at 1,000,000 miles an hour again. Let's see. Yeah, it's not off-site, but it is off-site, but it doesn't make sense, so that's definitely still buggy. Still something that has, in my opinion, to be fixed. Gotta take the truck back on in. That way we can hopefully raise it up. Put some bigger tires on it. See if it'll do any better for off-roading at least. Because hauling is not something it does very well, that's for sure. But off-roading is okay. It is a little long for it though, too. And yeah, I want the driver's side door towards the computer here. Alright, let's see then. Starting with... not repair, whoopsies. Tuning here. I would like to find these guys and put them back. But then this back up, actually, that's right. Yeah, we'll just do this. Doesn't seem like it went any higher, does it? Oh, it did. Okay, it's just the way it like animated it, made it harder to notice there. Okay. And then all parts and tires. So right now it has the grip all screamer tires. What size? 35s? I mean, that's not too bad, but I feel like 40-inch tires could definitely work in here. And we're at 12.5 width. Could do some of these, like the Nitto here, because they would have a little bit better grip. 40 maybe is a little too much. 39. It's just a little bit on the big side. 37s maybe? I would think like a 38-inch would be about it, but let's just take a look here. That would add, I don't even know, GSA. Not quite what I'm looking at, but the Nitto Trail Grapplers probably would be the deal there in 37. Yeah, so we gain a touch more. Not much, but a little bit more. So 37. A BDR mod here. Okay. Standard tire finish. There isn't really anything else that way to do. And I mean, there isn't a whole lot of anything to do with anything right now. Best way to put it that way. Like, the truck pretty much is how it's going to be at its best right now. We'll take a look. Otherwise, whoopsies, I damaged it. I ran into it. You know, there's that tooltip that shows up sometimes when you're loading in. One of them says try not to run into vehicles because it may hurt, especially in game. Yeah. I want to listen to that, right? Not going to do the rally one. We will try this rock crawl here. With it being locked, we should be able to do it pretty good. Suppose I should have seen what our tire pressures are at. Does look like they're really low though. Yeah, we got lots of sidewall flex too. Here we go. Pause real quick and you can kind of see how that is rolling over pretty heavy. Definitely more ground clearance is helping, and then these tires I think are helping too. Oh, there we go. Down to 30 seconds, and then we roll over again there. Whoops, too much. This truck is just going to be damaged all the time, I think. Okay, those didn't go too bad. I mean, we could try one of the mud drags here. I think it's the one closest to the highway that was the easier one, but I don't have much faith in this doing very well. I mean, he's out of the way, but he's also, like, driving on the other side of the road pretty much. That was kind of weird. $1,700 credits, 9 seconds there, which isn't too bad. Frame rate really isn't doing well though. Something strange there. I doubt we're going to be able to. I've never seen or had a vehicle that was actually able to get through this, but we'll give this a shot too. We've got lots of power, we just don't have the ground clearance really. That might actually be the quickest I've seen something sink in here besides a car. Okay, we're gonna need to get a tow to road deal here. There we go. Exited the staging zone. Though I wasn't moving. Is that supposed to be going the other way? I think that one's for the other way. Well, let's just go up here. Lots of fresh air that gets through the truck though right now, that is for sure. Handled that jump pretty good. It's doing pretty good here. As long as we don't roll, it's starting to lift there. Handling that jump very well. This corner kind of stinks though because it's more flat. That's okay. Just gotta be cautious on some of them to make sure we don't roll over. lag doesn't do me any favors there for sure. I do have the diff lock too. I think I gotta pull to the left now. Yeah, I should be able to make it down here, get to the highway to get back to a house. I got a pretty good pull to the left too. Let's handle that rough stuff like that better. Oh geez. Okay, we're okay. Nobody look, we're fine. Just trying to get it back to the house and have a little bit of fun, see what kind of speed I can get, but having that pull is not helping at all. And now we're pulled to the right. Even more so to the left. And speeding. Oh geez. That pull to the right really got me there with that lag. Not sure what it's been lately, but something has changed. And it's been very difficult to keep driving while things are saving, mainly. Just rolling over again. This time I'm upside down, so if they get me, they get me. If they don't, they don't. But I think they're going to be here before the evade timer goes off. He's heading up the road now. Just don't run into me and make things worse. And find almost 230 credits, which isn't too bad. Insurance score is 0.75, which this is actually on the Prestige, I figured. And yeah, that's not too bad, but we're gonna have to just, let's see, flip up right. Take it on back. We got, man, I've absolutely beat this truck up. Actually, I think I want to do one more. Seeing as we already beat it up real good, why not have a little bit of fun here? Don't really get to do this kind of stuff in career mode. Oh, we'll get some air in that. I wish we could go slow-mo, but we can't. And I handled it just fine until I couldn't stop and ran into the neighbor's fence. I really want them to build me a fence too, because yeah, that's really good. You can see that whole axle's been shifted in the front, and yeah, this truck's been through it, that's for sure. Go ahead and put our UI back up. Guys, I do think that is going to be it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more BeamNG career mode content, go ahead and subscribe. You can also take a look at all the mods listed down in the description. I've got my Discord down there in case you want to pop in, ask me any questions, talk, discuss. Otherwise, you can also talk and discuss in the comments as well. But again, guys, that's it for today's episode. Take care. Bye-bye.